welcome to Tutor RT. I hope you liked our previous videos about nutrition, respiration. Yes? Okay kids, continuing ahead with our chapter life processes. Today we are going to deal with yet another and a very important life process, that is transportation. अगर पूछा गया what is the literal meaning of transportation, आप बताओगे it is nothing but going from one place to another. करेक्ट है. यही कंसेप्ट हमारी बॉडी में भी होता है. कैसे? लेट्स सी. किड्स, वी हैव सीन दैट द फूड दैट वी टेक इन, it is going to go in our digestive system. Complex food gets broken down into simpler food. Yes. Now is the food going to be there itself? System, digestive system अपने पास ही रखेगा कि ये food? No. It needs to be given to each and every cell in our body. मतलब it needs to be transported to each and every cell in our body. Now how is it done kids? How it is done? Now this food is going to be absorbed in the blood. The food is going to absorbed in the blood. Now remember this, blood के पास ना license है body में हर जगह घूमने का. You know that the blood keeps on moving from one place to another, rather it keeps circulating from one place to another. Yes. So this food is absorbed in the blood. And now this blood is going to take it to each and every cell of your body. वहाँ पे cell का cellular process होगा and we know what happened next. Similarly kids, when we talk about our breathing or about our respiratory system, ऑक्सीजन जो हम अंदर लेते हैं सिर्फ लंग्स के पास नहीं रहता है. That oxygen is going to enter into our blood and that blood is going to take that oxygen to our cells. And फिर cells में, mitochondria में glucose is broken down. Basically energy is being produced. Did you see that food material got transported from one place to another? And oxygen also got transported from one place to another. So now kids, let us put all this together and let us understand what is transportation. So now we can see that a substance synthesized is nothing but produced or observed in one part of the body moves to the other part of the body. This process is called as transportation. Yes, this process is known as transportation. Now when we talk about your human body, जब हम हमारे human body की बात करते हैं, this transport in human being is called as circulation. We use the word blood is circulated from one part of the body to another. The process of circulation requires some medium. Kids, एक जगह से दूसरी जगह जाना है, आप कोई medium use करोगे, right? You would use various ways of transport, either this vehicle or with the help of your feet. You require a medium. हमारी body में भी एक medium लगता है. In human beings, there are two such mediums. The first medium is going to be blood, as we already know it. And the second medium is called as lymph. I know, new terminology to lot of us, but we'll understand in the later part of the chapter. The first medium is blood and the next medium is lymph. Kids, first we are going to look about blood. What is blood? If asked in question, what is blood? Kids, simple, blood is a fluid connective tissue. Fluid because it is very obvious reason going to be in the liquid state. कनेक्टिव टिश्यू किड्स, आपके बॉडी के कितने सारे मसल्स, टिश्यूज उनको ऐसे इंटैक्ट रहते हैं. एंड व्हाट इज टिश्यू? अ ग्रुप ऑफ सेल्स. ब्लड इज नथिंग बट अ ग्रुप ऑफ सेल. सो ब्लड इज अ फ्लूइड कनेक्टिव टिश्यू. अ पंपिंग ऑर्गन इज नीडेड टू पुश द ब्लड. ऐसे ही कैसे सर्कुलेट होगा? इट रिक्वायर्स सम एनर्जी, इट रिक्वायर्स द फोर्स कमिंग फ्रॉम समथिंग एल्स. सो हियर कम्स अ पंपिंग ऑर्गन नीडेड टू पुश द ब्लड around the body. Along with what? There are network of tubes to reach to all the tissues. The system of repair and damage from time to time is also there in our body. What is about all this? Even हम platelets क्या होते हैं, उसके functions क्या होते हैं, we will be studying now. But first this was about blood. It is a fluid connective tissue, and also for blood to circulate from one place to another, a pumping organ is required. Now let us talk about this pumping organ. As ma'am told you, a pumping organ is needed to flow the blood everywhere. Now kids, this pumping organ is nothing but we are talking about our heart. Yes, very important organ. The pumping organ over here is heart. Now it is an involuntary pump. It is not going to work as per a villa. हम हमारे हार्ट को ऑर्डर्स नहीं दे सकते टू स्टॉप बीटिंग, टू स्टार्ट वर्किंग. नो, इट इज एन इनवॉलंटरी पम्प. नाउ ह्यूमन हार्ट, लेट अस डिस्क्राइब फ्यू थिंग्स अबाउट ह्यूमन हार्ट. कि सबसे पहला, इट इज अ मस्क्यूलर ऑर्गन. इट इज मेड अप ऑफ मसल्स. इट इज गोइंग टू बी साइज ऑफ अ ह्यूमन फिस्ट. इतना जो इंडिविजुअल ह्यूमन का फिस्ट होता है उतना ही उनका ह्यूमन हार्ट होता है. इट इज कवर्ड बाय अ पेरिकार्डियल मेम्ब्रेन. लेट्स ब्रेक दिस वर्ड. किड्स, पेरी का मतलब होता है आउटर, मेम्ब्रेन स्टैंड्स फॉर कवरिंग, एंड कार्डियल इज नथिंग बट अ वर्ड. कार्डियक वर्ड यूज करते हैं हम हार्ट के लिए. सो पेरिकार्डियल मेम्ब्रेन, दैट इज outer covering of the heart. Yes. Next, the weight of the heart is going to be around 360 grams. This is how the human heart is going to look like. अब तक वो जो heart shape हमको दिखता था, नहीं, it is a lie. This is how the human heart is going to be. The internal structure, we are now going to learn about the internal structure. Internal of the heart, the internal structure of the heart is divided into right side, and of course it is divided into left side. Also kids, it is divided into 4 chambers. ये रहे 1, 2, 3, 4. सबसे पहला हम उनको राइट और लेफ्ट साइड में डिवाइड करते हैं और फिर 4 चेम्बर्स में डिवाइड करते हैं. Of course there are going to be 2 upper chambers and 2 lower chambers. Kids, the 2 upper chambers are called as atria. It is a plural word. Singular होता है atrium. 2 lower chambers are called as ventricles. Of course the singular is going to be ventricle. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. चलो let us name these chambers अभी. Let us name these chambers. Kids, ये हुआ the 2 upper ones. This is called as right atrium. Right side पे है, ऊपर की साइड पे है, इसके लिए वो हुआ right atrium. Right side पे है, lower chamber है, right ventricle. So this is going to be left atrium and this is going to be left ventricle, the 4 chambers of the human heart. Next kids, between the atria and the ventricle, now we know upper parts are atria, lower ones are ventricle. Kids, can you see there is a wide opening over here? दोनों side पे आपको openings दिख रहे हैं? Yes. Between the atria and the ventricle there is an opening. Ma'am, what is that opening called as? This opening is guarded by a valve. It is called as valve. Now what is the purpose of this valve? Kids, this valve serves a very important purpose. Let us see. Now the blood has to flow from atria to ventricle. Now the blood has to flow from upper chamber to lower chamber. Kids, ये valve क्या काम करते हैं? They are going to prevent the backflow. They are going to make sure कि blood वापस ऐसे उल्टी direction में ना जाए. The valve prevents the backflow of the blood. That is, they allow the blood only to flow in one direction. मैम कौन सा है वो direction? Atria से ventricle का direction है वो. Something like this. The right side of the blood deals with deoxygenated blood. इसके लिए if you notice बच्चा, majority of जो animated heart diagrams होगे ना, आपको right side blue color में दिखाया जाएगा. क्यों? Because it deals with deoxygenated blood, having less amount of oxygen, more amount of carbon dioxide. The left side is going to deal with oxygenated blood. Okay. Now let us understand the vessels. कौन से vessels हमारे हार्ट में enter करते हैं और exit करते हैं. Now kids, I am giving you a nice trick to remember this. The vessels which are going to enter the heart, heart की तरफ आ रहे हैं, तो वो हुए veins. And the vessel which is going away, A for away, A for artery. अगर heart से दूर जा रहे हैं, they are leaving the heart, they are moving away from the heart, then it is going to be an artery. Again, if they are moving towards the heart, coming towards the heart, then it is going to be vein. Remember this. Chalo, let us see first about the right atrium. A big vein enters. See, again I am telling you, it is coming towards the heart, right? So it is going to be a vein. A big vein enters the right atrium from the upper part. This part we are talking about. Yes, from the upper part. What is the name of the vein? It is called as superior vena cava. New word है. Yes. उसके बाद kids, Similarly, can you see there is one more vein which is coming over here? I am now talking about this vein. One more vein enters the right atrium from the lower part of the body. This is called as inferior vena cava. ऊपर है तो superior, नीचे है तो inferior. Now let us talk about right ventricle. Now if you see the right ventricle, and vessel leaves which it is going away from the heart. इसके लिए artery है. An artery leaves the right ventricle and divides into two chambers. Write this. One is going towards the left side, one is going towards the right side. मैम किधर जा रहे हैं बच्चा? ये individual lung में जा रहे हैं. One goes to the left lung, one goes to the right lung. Now since it is leaving the heart, it is called as artery. Now since it is going towards the lung, it is called as pulmonary artery. We use the word pulmonary for lungs. Superb. Let us now talk about left atrium. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kids, 4 vessels hai which are going to enter the vein. It is going to be a vein. Yes, it is entering in the heart. So it is going to be the vein. 4 veins enter the heart. 4 veins enter the heart. It is called in the left atrium. 2 coming from the right lung and 2 coming from the left lung. Again, bachcha, since they are coming from the lung and since they are entering in the heart, they are called as pulmonary veins. Yes. Lastly, हमारे आता है left ventricle. The largest artery of your body, it is going to leave the left ventricle. Largest artery ये रहा. बाद में उसके अपने खुद के branches होते हैं. Kids, this largest artery is nothing but aorta. This largest artery is nothing but aorta. Okay. Kids, now let us study the working of the heart. हमने उसके structures तो देख लिए, हमने सारे veins, arteries, atriums, ventricles के बारे में पढ़ लिया. Now we are going to study about it working. How does the heart actually functions? Imagine this as a heart. Now I am just taking a circle over here so that we understand it better. Imagine this is a heart. Now kids, I am dividing it into 4 chambers. Ma'am, क्यों? Because हमारे heart में 4 chambers है, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So consider this is right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium, left ventricle. Yes, these are the 4 chambers of the heart. See, right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium and left ventricle. Okay, chalo. Kids, understand this, the deoxygenated blood from the body is brought into, ma'am ने बताया, right, that the right side of the heart deals with deoxygenated blood. हमारे body का जो deoxygenated blood होता है, it is brought into the right atrium by both the vena cavas. Remember, superior and inferior vena cava. Okay, chalo, let us see this. Superior and inferior vena cava. The deoxygenated blood is brought into the right atrium. Yes, I have shown this color because it is deoxygenated right now. Next, kids, now the blood is going to pass to the right ventricles. Who is going to guard this action? This action is guarded by valves. Remember that one-way door ma'am ने बताया था? Yes. From the atrium, the blood is going to pass through the ventricles. ठीक है, चलो हो गया. Next बच्चा. Now from the right ventricle, the blood is going to enter or go to the lungs. From the right ventricle, the deoxygenated blood is carried to the lungs. Ma'am, why? For oxygenation. For oxygenation. Now how is it done? It is done via pulmonary artery going away from the heart. Artery है going towards the lung. इसके लिए pulmonary बोले गए हैं. So you are going to take it to the lungs for oxygenation. Okay, now the deoxygenated blood has got nicely oxygenated. पूरा purification का काम हो गया है. Now this pure or oxygenated blood, the oxygenated blood from the lungs is brought back to the left atrium. Now who is going to do this work? This work is done by the 4 pulmonary veins. Okay, so now I got it in the left atrium. From the atrium, it is going to pass through the left ventricle. Now the blood is going to enter the left ventricle through the valve. This action is guarded by valve. So it has now entered the left ventricle. Now kids, we know that the largest artery of your body, that is aorta, is going to come from the left ventricle. From the left ventricle, the oxygenated blood is supplied to all the parts. Now it is done with the help of aorta. Yes, so यहाँ से हमारे पूरे बॉडी को ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड पास होता है. So this is how the heart is going to function. चलो let us see one more time. The blood from atria to ventricle, ventricle से गया lungs के पास purification के लिए, लंग से आया लेफ्ट एट्रियम में, goes towards the left ventricle, and from the aorta it is going to pass through each and every cells of your body. In one cycle, the blood passes through the heart twice. For this particular reason, bacha, therefore circulation in human beings is called as double circulation. Now, this is the ventricle section of the human heart, and kids, it is asked for the diagram. Vertical section of the human heart is asked for the diagram in exams. Now kids, a pumping organ is needed to push the blood around the body. Yes, we have done with that part. Human heart के बारे में पढ़ लिया. Now we are going to learn about the network of tubes which is needed to reach to each and every cells, or rather all the tissues. So now kids, we are going to learn about network of tubes. By now we must have gotten an idea that ma'am is going to now talk about arteries, veins, capillaries. Yes bacha, those are nothing but the blood vessels of our body. The aorta is going to divide. I told you back then also, okay, it has its branches. The aorta is going to divide to form arteries. Aorta बाद में divide होते हैं to form arteries. On reaching the tissues, बच्चा, the arteries are going to divide further, or divide होते हैं into smaller vessels, and they are called as capillaries. The smaller vessels are called as capillaries. Exchange of material takes place between the blood and the surrounding cell across the thin wall of capillaries. Ma'am, why thin walls? So that there is nice exchange happening. Let us understand this. This is an artery, and ये जो यहाँ पे देख रहे हैं ना बच्चों, thin walled or lots of branching is there. That is nothing but your blood capillaries. Oxygen is going to come. They are going to go to the cells. यहाँ पे exchange हुआ. Cell से carbon dioxide आया. They are going to go to the veins. Thin walls of the capillaries. The capillaries join and further join to form veins, which take the blood away from the organ towards the heart. Now this is going to go, this blood which has more amount of carbon dioxide, it goes towards the heart for purification. The blood vessels, I told you, divided into two types. You have arteries and you have veins. Let us understand the difference between them. Arteries carry the blood away from the heart. Of course, veins are going to bring the blood towards the heart. A for away, A for artery. That is how we remember it. And the one which brings blood towards the heart, to the heart, it is going to be veins. Okay. They have to tolerate a high pressure. Kids, left ventricle से जब blood push होता है, pump होता है, the vessels are going to be under very great pressure. They have to tolerate high pressure. Veins, there is no as such high pressure concept. They do not have to tolerate high pressure. Arteries are going to have thick and elastic wall. To withstand that pressure, they have thick and elastic walls. Veins which are on the other side, thick walls नहीं होते हैं, but they have valves present. Just see, to prevent the backflow of the blood, valves are going to be present. Now kids, difference between arteries and veins हमको पूछे जाते हैं exam में for nearly 2 to 3 marks. This is an important question. So this is an entire difference over here. Please remember, arteries में there is an exception. Carries oxygenated blood, yes, but bacha, we have pulmonary artery which is going to carry deoxygenated blood. Similarly, vein में you have an exception. सारे veins are going to carry deoxygenated blood, but there is pulmonary veins which is going to carry oxygenated blood. So these are the two exceptions over here. Now kids, the same diagram, you have a diagram of double circulation. The heart is going to, blood is going to pass through your heart twice. It is called as double circulation. एक जब वो heart से lungs में जाता है और एक जब वो heart से पूरी body में जाता है. Double circulation. And then network of capillaries. Arteries, veins and capillaries. ये जो बताए गए हैं. These two diagrams are important from the exam point of view. Now kids, when the blood flows through the blood vessels, I told you it is going to exert pressure, it is exerting force on the wall of the blood pressure. Just see, when heart जब pump करते हैं, heart जब blood push करते हैं, there builds up a force or there builds up a pressure on the walls of blood vessels. This pressure is going to be greater in artery. Aorta से शुरुआत होती है इसकी, and aorta is an artery. Kids understand this compared to the veins. Now let us understand this better. Heart has two phases or heartbeat is going to have two phases. हम जो धक धक बोलते हैं ना बच्चा, वो नहीं होता. The actual sound is going to be lub dub. The actual sound is going to be lub dub. Now which are those two phases? एक sound तब आता है जब heart contract होते हैं, दूसरा sound जब आता है जब heart relax होते हैं. So there is a contraction phase and there is a relaxation phase. The contraction phase is called as systole phase or systolic भी बोलते हैं. The relaxation phase is called as diastole or diastolic phase. So contraction is systole, relaxation is going to be diastole phase. The pressure in the artery, जब heart contract करते हैं, remember this, the action of contraction, when the ventricles are going to contract, तब जो pressure built up होता है artery में, that pressure is called as a systolic pressure. Pressure in artery, please be specific, veins में नहीं exert करते हैं pressure. Pressure in artery during ventricular, when the lower chambers are going to contract, that pressure is called as systolic pressure. Now kids, we can even measure the pressure. इसका unit systolic pressure का is going to be 120 mm of Hg. mm millimeters, Hg is nothing but we use it for mercury, symbol for mercury. आपने देखा रहेगा silver color का वो rise होता है, that is nothing but mercury here. So mm Hg is nothing but the unit to measure blood pressure. Similarly kids, the pressure in the artery जब ventricles relax होते हैं, that pressure is called as diastolic pressure. What is the number for that? I have 80 mm of Hg. So 120 by 80 हम ऐसे measure करते हैं pressure. 120 by 80. 120 systolic, 80 is diastolic. अभी आप जाते हो clinics में, hospitals में देखा रहेगा, right? They are going to put a cuff around your hand and there is going to be a balloon which you pump. Kids, usually हम उसको क्या बोलते हैं? BP apparatus बोलते हैं. But now we have the name for that. The blood pressure is measured through an instrument which is called as, a big name coming up, sphygmomanometer. Yes, so now this apparatus is called as sphygmomanometer, systolic and diastolic pressure. Now kids, there is a repair system to damage from time to time. अगर हमारे blood vessels में कुछ भी damage आया, then there is a repair system. What is it? Let's see. That is, supposingly kids, you have a cut given. आपको accidentally एक cut आता है. Are you going to keep on bleeding? No, right? In 3 to 4, maximum in 5 minutes, आपका bleeding stop हो जाएगा and you would find that एक clot, एक jelly जैसे substance form हो गया इधर. Yes. Now who is going to do that work? That work is done by platelet. Platelet cells are nothing but type of cell. जैसे WBCs होते हैं, RBCs होते हैं, वैसे platelets are type of cell. The cut damages the network of blood vessels and also causes leakage in the closed system. Our circulation is an entire closed system. उसमें किधर भी कुछ leak या damage आया, kids, overall system में blood में loss होगा, then also going to be loss of pressure. We cannot afford that. It is going to reduce the efficiency of our pumping system. So the blood platelets do the work of plugging these leaks. कैसे? बच्चा blood clots बनाते हैं. Imagine this. यहाँ पे there has been a leak, यहाँ पे there has been a damage or a tear. Now this blood platelets are going to come and settle down at this place. यहाँ पे आके जम जाते हैं and they are going to form clots. Ultimately they are going to stop the blood from flowing. So this is the repair work done by our human body. Now kids, we know that there are two mediums in our body. First is blood. We have learned all about blood. Now we are going to understand what is lymph. Now kids, let us learn about lymphs. We know that your blood is made up of two components. There is going to be a liquid component and then there is going to be cellular component. Kids, the liquid component is called as plasma and blood has three types of cells बच्चा, RBCs, WBCs and just हमने पढ़ा something called as platelets. Yes, so your blood is made up of liquid and cellular component. If we remove the cell from the blood, अगर cells निकाल दिए blood से, what remains behind is nothing but called as plasma. Liquid component that remains behind is called as plasma. This plasma is made up of water. Along with water there are going to be proteins in it, and kids, along with the proteins there are going to be dissolved solutes present. When heart is going to have all its vessels, kids, we know that arteries hoti hai, arteries are going to divide into capillaries. These capillaries are going to again rejoin and they are going to form veins. Yes, so we know the vessel system that is working in the heart. When the blood is flowing through the capillaries, imagine the heart is functioning, it is flowing through the capillaries. Now kids, जब ये कैपिलरी से पास होते हैं ना, some amount of water, some amount of protein, capillary के walls are very thin, they have very porous walls. Now because of that, some amount of water, protein and dissolved solutes escape out, they come out from the pores of the capillaries. And ma'am, where will they go? They are going to get accumulated in this tissue space. आजू बाजू जो tissues है ना बच्चा, वहाँ पे ये liquid जम जाता है. That is why it is also called as tissue fluid. This is going to form tissue fluid. And kids, this tissue fluid is none other than lymph. It is going to be light yellow in color. Very similar to the blood plasma. The only difference being it has very less amount of protein in it. So this is the difference between plasma and lymph. Now lymph is going to drain into lymphatic capillaries. It is not going to just stay here, okay? Eventually it is going to drain, it is going to go through the lymphatic capillaries and finally join with the veins. अब बच्चा veins में जाके again they are going to enter into the circulation. Every time the blood comes, capillary से थोड़ा निकलते हैं, tissue fluid बनता है and the same tissue fluid is going to drain through the lymphatic capillaries. So this is how it is going to enter through the circulation and enter back again. Now what is the function of this lymph? Lymph carries digested and absorbed fat from the intestine and it is going to drain the excess fluid, जो ज़्यादा extra fluid है in the extracellular space, cell के आसपास का जो space है, extracellular place, back into the blood. So these are the two functions of the lymph here, important from the exam point of view. Kids, after learning everything about human transportation, we are now going to learn about the plant's transport system. Yes, plants also has a nice well-developed transport system. Now kids, what is the plant transport system all about? Understand this. There is going to be soil, of course, which has more quantity of water, and also it is going to have certain minerals. Soil has water and minerals. Now what are those minerals involving? Because they are inorganic materials such as nitrogen, phosphorus, magnesium, manganese, sodium, etc. So soil, minerals and another inorganic substance. Now these substances are going to travel from an important vessel which is called as xylem. Yes, we have learned it in a lower standard. Function of xylem is to carry water and minerals. In xylem tissue, cells like vessels and tracheids of the roots, stem and leaves are interconnected, forming a continuous system of water conducting channels and reaching all parts of the plants. So this is water and minerals have reached to all the parts of the plant. Now we know that kids, the plants are going to prepare their food. Leaves are going to prepare their food with the help of photosynthesis. Now leaves ये खाना अपने पास ही नहीं रखेंगे, right? They are going to make sure that it reaches to all the parts of the plant. So now another vessel comes into picture, that is phloem vessel. Function of phloem vessel is going to carry food to other parts of the plants. So phloem and xylem. All the parts of the plants are interconnected with the help of this conducting tissue. First we are going to learn about transport of water in case of plants. Kids, transport of water is going to take place via two processes. First is going to be root pressure and then you have transpirational pull. First, let us understand what is root pressure. Kids, for root pressure, we need to understand one concept, that is the concept of diffusion. When asked what is diffusion, it is nothing but movement of particles going from high concentration to low concentration. Yes, let us see how is this applicable over here. Now, water is going to be less in plants and water is going to be more in soil, because there is a difference in concentration here. Soil में ज़्यादा है और plants में कम है. Due to this difference in concentration, the water molecules are going to enter in the roots. They always go from high to low. That is why it is going from soil to roots. Water molecule enters from the roots. Let us see what happens next. This is a root hair. This layer is called as surface cell. Surface cell के ऊपर आते हैं cortex cell. And finally, this is our xylem vessel. Water and minerals need to reach our xylem vessel. Now kids, due to the difference in concentration, through the root hair, the water is going to first enter into the surface cell. Now because of water and minerals entering here, my surface cell is going to swell up. It is going to become turgid. Now since it grows, its cells, it is going to increase in size. It starts to exert pressure on the neighboring cell. बाजू के cells पे it starts to exert pressure. Now what happens is, due to this difference over here, this pressure which is formed is called as root pressure. यहाँ पे ये जो cell में pressure build up होता है, that pressure is called as root pressure. Because of this, water and minerals are now pushed to the neighboring cells. Now these neighboring cells are also going to become turgid and they start to exert pressure on the adjacent cell. ऐसे करते करते बच्चा, they go on passing from one cell to another cell to next, and ultimately the water and minerals are going to reach the xylem and thus it is pushed further and further. ये शुरुआत कैसे हुई थी? रूट हेयर से बच्चा. The pressure first built up over there. That is why it is called as root pressure. Now kids, there is important thing. This steady movement creates a column of water that it is steadily pushed upwards. So this was about root pressure. Now kids, there is one thing about root pressure that we need to know. Root pressure is adequate to move the water only in small plants like herbs and shrubs. जो height में कम रहता है ना plants बच्चा, उनके लिए वो adequate होते हैं. So ma'am, what happens to the tall plants? What happens to the tall plants? However, it is not enough to move the water to the tall plants. Then how is water transported in the tall trees? Kids, here come our next process, that is transpirational pull. First, let us understand what is transpiration and then let us understand the entire process of how the water is being transported. Now kids, I am just going to put the magnified image. This is the first layer of the cell which is called as epidermal cell. This is xylem present in leaf. The next image is showing xylem present in stem, and the next I have xylem present in the roots. During daytime bacha, during daytime there is going to be loss of water. During daytime, the loss of water in the form of water vapor. Stomata is there. There are openings present on the leaf. उससे बचा पानी in the form of water vapor evaporate होते हैं. Loss of water in the form of water vapor from the aerial parts of plant like leaves is called as transpiration. The water will first evaporate from the epidermal cell. ये रहा, this layer is called as epidermal cell. And I told you sunlight is mandatory. Evaporation होगा, right? So sunlight is there. The water first exits from the epidermal cell. Now kids, because the water has left over here, there is going to be decrease in water potential in the epidermal cell. To overcome this decrease, a suction pull is created. Vacuum cleaning effect कैसे होता है? Suction pull is created, which is going to pull the vessel from the xylem of the leaf. Just look like that. Now kids, again the pull continues. It is going to pull the water from the xylem of the stem. Again the xylem of the stem is going to take the water from the xylem of roots. And lastly, roots end up absorbing more water from the soil. एक entire pull create हुआ बच्चा. Yes, who started this pull? Transpiration started it, right? This pull is called as transpirational pull. Tall trees जो होते हैं they are going to work with the help of transpirational pull. Again I am telling you this happens during the daytime. So ma'am, what about the night time? Night time में root pressure is going to be adequate to fulfill their needs. This helps transport of water and minerals in tall plants during the day when the stomata is going to be open. Next kids, chalo, we are done with root pressure, we are done with transpirational pull. Now we are going to see कि how are they going to transport food. Food के लिए which vessel do we know? We know that phloem vessel is going to deal in transport of food materials. Food which is manufactured in the cells of the leaf is transported to each cells of the plant. Besides amino acids, जो excess of the food है, it is going to be stored in the storage organ. What are the storage organs? Kids, there are going to be in the form of fruits, in the form of seeds, in the form of stem, and also in the form of roots. Store करते हैं अपना खाना. Amino acids जो है, they are going to give outside their body. This is done by the phloem vessel in both upward and downward direction. And this process is nothing but called as translocation. Please don't get confused between transpiration, that is transport of water. Translocation is going to be transport of food in upward and downward direction. Now let us see how is it done, bacha. How is the food being transported? This vessel over here is my phloem vessel. This vessel over here is the xylem vessel. This is the leaf cell. Of course, the food is going to be prepared in the leaf cell. And now we are going to make sure कि ये leaf cell से खाना root cell तक कैसे जाता है. चलो. The food material like sucrose is transferred to phloem. Food material like sucrose is transferred to phloem. Now kids, this step requires energy. This requires energy in the form of ATP. This results in movement of water into the cells due to osmosis. Now this, because of the food is present over here, यहाँ पे water concentration कम होता है. So what happens is there is going to be movement of water. Now kids, try to imagine this one cell. There is so much of food here, there is so much of water here. Isn't the cell going to become turgid? Yes, it is going to result in increase in pressure in the cell. यहाँ पे pressure कम है, यहाँ पे pressure ज़्यादा है. There is going to be differences in the pressure. Due to this difference in pressure, बच्चा, this pressure moves the food material to the adjacent cells जहाँ पे low pressure होता है. And ऐसे करते करते, due to this, the food is finally going to root cell, or rather this is how it is going to reach to each and every cell of your body. So transport of food done by phloem process is known as translocation, and this was all about translocation. I hope kids you enjoyed this video and you got all the information. I want everyone to like the video and also hit the bell button so you get all the notification from Tutorati. Thank you.